Hello, good morning. I am Dr. Shahnawaz Alam, working as Assistant Professor of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today we discuss about the concept of basis of trade. Nations meet with each other basically for the some reasons that individual trade with each others. In the present day, unlimited demand, no country can claim to be the self-content and self-sufficient. Nature has described the factor of productions asymmetrically over the surface of the world. Each country has some basic differences in terms of natural resources, endowments, climates, environments, mineral resources, labors, capital resources, technological potentiality, entrepreneurial and white collar skills. All these dissimilarities in the production capability lead to situations where some country can produce some goods and services more efficient than others, as no country can produce all the goods and services in most efficient manner. Eventually, of all goods and services which its people require for their consumptions tends to exports and imports from each other. Even most developments and resourceful economics like USA, Japan, France, UK, Germany, etc. had to import a lot of their raw materials, other goods and services from other countries. Such exchange of commodity is known as trade, and it is the best of all transactions between the nations. Basically, countries include the international trade for two basic reasons. Each of these results in their gain from trades. First, country includes in trade because they are quite different from each others. Nations similar to individual can benefit from their differences by arriving at an arrangement in which each specializes in the activity it does relatively well. Second, the country also include in trade to achieve economic of scale in productions. That is, if each country does specialize in the production of only a limited range of goods, it can produce each of these goods at larger scales, and hence they can do it more efficiently than if it tried to produce everything. In the real world, direction of international trade reflects the interaction of both these objectives. The world trade has grown fast in the post-war years. The forces behind the process have been a strong technical progress in transportations and communications has played an important role. Increasing return to scales in productions and high income elasticity for different product type also had their impacts. These and many other factors have favored international specialization in trades. Trade is a principal way to link the number of economics through the extensions of market from national to international level. Analysis of trade behavior raised two types of questions. First is the first positive economics and second welfare economics. Example: first types are why do nation trade, with whom to do they trades, why trade, it's that some countries show speculator export performance and other do not. Thus, the first type of issue refers to the analysis of determination of trade behavior at the various level of trade activity. The second type of questions is concerned with normative perspectives as to what should be the choice of commodity composition of imports and exports, choice of importing and exporting firms, choice of trade strategy or policy, etc. Obviously, normative analysis implies the specification of welfare criticism for the choice problem. Analysis of the issue of one type may, of course, provide answer to the questions of others. Trade theory has developed in both the direction, begin from the classical analysis of Adam Smith 1976, Ricardo 1817, J.S. Mill 1948, Hickscher Ohlin 1919, Ohlin 1933, Samuelson 1948, and many in other modern times, following the brief descriptions of few them. Adam Smith provided the basic blocks of constructions of the classical theory of international trade. Smith's concept of trade between the two countries has been based on absolute advantage when one nation is more efficient than others, and Ricardo theory based on comparative advantage, Mill's theory based on reciprocal demands, Haberle theory based on opportunity cost, and Hickscher-Ohlin theory based on factor endowments. In